Things are about to get spicy in this fire element flow. Grab a block and get ready to twist out your worries and gain confidence through this yoga flow. We'll begin today in Thunderbolt pose, sitting back on your heels with your feet tucked underneath you. We'll be here for a few minutes, so it may feel more comfortable to sit up on a block that you place between your thighs, your choice. Once you're there, rest your hands on your thighs. Come to stack your shoulders over your hips. Elongate your tailbone down into the ground at the same time as you shoot your head up towards the sky. Find space between each vertebra as you inhale. Exhale, ground your shins into the mat. This is a fiery class today, so we will begin with breath of fire. If you've never done this before, it's like a snapping in of the belly button. You want the stomach to be active, and it's a forceful exhale. The inhale is done on its own. To begin, take a deep inhale in through the nose. And it's quick as you exhale, snap the belly button back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fully exhale out through the nose. Deep inhale. Fill the torso. Exhale, side out. With your hands on your thighs, inhale, shine your chest forward, stick your tailbone out behind you as you arch the back, think cow-like pose. Exhale, dip the chin towards the chest, round the shoulders forward, think cat-like pose. Inhale to open front side of body, shoulders gently pull back in space. Exhale, open back side of body, shoulders round forward. 2 more with your breath. On your next inhale, come to a neutral spine. Move your block out from underneath you. Inhale, reach your fingertips up towards the sky. Rise up onto your knees. Exhale, big step forward with your right foot. Find a low lunge. Inhale, fingertips reach up towards the sky. Exhale, settle into the lunge. Right hip gently tugs back in space. Left hip forward. Think of scissoring your legs together, using your energy from your inner thighs to pull you up. The energy moves all the way up to your fingertips. Exhale, twist. Left fingertips reach forward, right fingertips reach back. Think of twisting from your core, this area that we just warmed with breath of fire. Inhale back to center, fingertips reach back to the ceiling, shoulders forward. Exhale, find yourself into the twist once more. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist. Reach your fingertips a little bit farther in both directions this time. Big inhale. Exhale, right hand drifts back towards back of left thigh. Reach your left fingertips up and over. Windmill your arms towards the ground. Left hand lands then right. As you unfurl from the twist, send your hips back in space. Half splits, right toes pull towards you as you flex into the foot. Inhale, press into the mat, lengthen the spine. Exhale, keep the length as flat back as you can as you exhale forward over your leg. Inhale, lift your spine, your torso back up. Draw your right foot in slightly. Fingertips reach forward. Spring onto your right foot as you reach left toes up towards the sky, standing splits. If this looks like an L, that's how most people look. That's totally okay. Left toes reach up towards the sky. The farther your hands are from your right foot, the more you will be assisted with balance. The closer your right hands, or both of your hands, come to your right foot, the more you'll test your balance. Big inhale, reach left toes a little bit higher. Exhale, both feet towards the mat, forward fold, generous bend into your knees. Point your tailbone towards the ground. Slowly begin the roll up to Tadasana, stacking vertebra over vertebra. Shoulders roll at the top, head comes up last. Inhale, sweep your fingertips out and up towards the sky. Exhale, push the air away as the palms float down and land at your low back, like you're about to slide your hands into jean pockets. Draw your tailbone towards the ground, micro bend into your knees. As you inhale, lift your chest up towards the sky, like a string is holding your heart, pulling you up. Exhale, send your hips forward as you continue to reach heart up. Find back bend, standing camel. Inhale, shoulders come to restack over hips. Release the arms by your sides. Inhale, fingertips sweep towards the sky. Exhale, hinge from the hips, dive forward, knees bent, upper body drapes over lower. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to shins. Lightly land here. Exhale, refold over your legs. Plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Take any movement here, any wiggles you may need. Then release your knees towards the ground. Untuck your toes, settle your sit bones back onto your heels. Inhale, sweep your arms out to the sides and up as you rise onto your knees. Exhale, big step forward with your left foot, embracing any wiggles and wobbles. Scissor the legs together, find that energy pulling up from the earth all the way up towards your fingertips. You're strong, widen through your upper back as shoulders come down and out. Inhale, float your ribs farther away from your hips. Exhale, use this to assist you in the twist. Right fingertips forward, left fingertips back. Inhale, back to center. Lengthen the spine as you continue to reach up. Exhale, keep that length as you find the twist, trying to draw your left shoulder back in space. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Reach a little bit farther in both directions. Continue to engage the legs. Exhale, left fingertips float towards the back of the right thigh. Reach your right fingertips up and over. Windmill your arms towards the ground, right hand, then left hand as you shift your hips back in space. Left toes pull towards you, so much so it's almost like you're about to pull your left heel and using your mat or pulling your mat back in space. Bow over your front leg. Inhale, think halfway lift, flatten the back, shoulder blades kiss together. Exhale, keep this length as you refold forward. Draw your left foot in slightly so you can step onto it as you kick off of your back foot. Right toes fly towards the sky, standing splits. Option to even grab hold of your ankle here if you'd really like to test your balance today. Make sure you have a bend into your left knee. This helps to strengthen. Right toes continue to reach towards the sky. Perhaps you stack your right hip over your left or keep them side by side. No right or wrong here, whatever feels best for you. Final inhale. Exhale, right foot comes towards the mat, hip width distance apart, forward fold. Halfway lift, draw your shoulders away from your ears, sit bones wide. Exhale, melt over your legs. Inhale, sweep all the way up to Tadasana, fingertips reach to sky. Exhale, hands land on your low back. Inhale, top of head and tailbone move away from each other, heart lifts. Exhale, find the back bend, hips shoot forward. Draw your elbows together here, shoulder blades, almost like it's making a shelf for your heart, lifting you up. Continue to lift from the heart as you come back to neutral, shoulders restack over hips. Take a big step back with your Left foot, so it's parallel with the back edge of your mat. Arms come parallel with the mat. Warrior two. Reach your fingertips forward and back like someone's gently tugging on your wrists. Push firmly into your feet at the same time as you lift your inner arches, activating the inner thighs, feeling a little bit of heat. Maybe you roll out your shoulders a few times, relax through the upper body. Even as you continue to reach, push down and out. Strain into your front leg here. Option to walk your back foot in slightly for triangle trikonasana. Send your left hip back in space. Right fingertips reach forward. Hinge from your right hip. Keep your palms shining towards the left-hand side. Option to place a block just inside your right foot and use your hand there. Otherwise, gently press the back of your right hand into your calf. It's less about getting down to the mat here and more about keeping the length through both sides of your torso. So if you're rounding, collapsing into your right hand side, bring your right fingertips up slightly. An option is stay here or invoke a bit more fire. Reach both hands towards the top of your mat, saying hello to your obliques. Release your left hand towards your hip. Bend into your front knee as you reach your right hand forward. Option to place a block here. As you flex into your left foot, find half moon. Left leg comes parallel with the mat. Right hand may be on block. Stack your left hip over your right, left shoulder over your right, so you're opening your body towards the left hand side. Option to reach left fingertips up towards the sky. Big inhale here. Exhale, push your back foot into an imaginary wall. Look down towards the mat. Square your hips so the front of both hips are pointing towards the ground. Toes point towards the mat as well. Left hand moves towards the ground just in front of your face or your block as you reach your right fingertips up towards the sky. Twisted half moon. Open the chest, the right shoulder pulls back in space. Even if you're not fully reaching towards the sky with your right hand, that's okay. We're still opening. Big inhale. Exhale, both hands, both feet towards the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Spread your sit bones wide. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to Tadasana. Reach arms up. Exhale, release your hands by your sides. Take a big step back with your right foot, prepping for warrior two. Generous bend into your front knee. Option to aim to bring your left thigh parallel with the mat, but if your warrior two does not look like that, that is perfectly okay as well. Invite the fire in as you're being pulled in both directions, side to side, as well as up and down. Notice if there's any tension in the upper body here. Can you release it? The low body is very strong. Strain into your front leg. You may bring your back foot in slightly as you send your right hip towards the back of the mat. Left fingertips as far forward as you can, then begin to hinge. We do this to find as much length through the right hand side of the body as you can. Remembering to keep length on the left hand side as well so that your armpit is moving away from your left hip. Imagine you're being squished between two panes of glass here. If you find your left hip sticking out or your bum behind you, gently tuck it under here. Option to float both sets of fingertips towards the top of the mat. Engage, embrace the fire. Release your right hand towards your hip. Left hand reaches forward as you bend into your front knee and spring your right back foot off the mat. Half moon. Toes are pointing towards the right hand side of the mat. Shoulders, hips are stacked. Option to reach fingertip to sky. Gaze may look down, forward, or straight up. Yogi's choice. Final inhale here. Exhale with control. The entire front side of the body turns to face the mat, including your toes. Right hand switches with the left in front of your face, and then reach left fingertips up towards the sky. Inhale, reach a little bit farther. You got this. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, dip forward. Inhale, reach your fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, dive forward, lead with your heart. Halfway lift, ribs move away from your hip bones as you stretch forward. Exhale to melt over your legs. Plant your hands on the mat, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward into a plank pose. Shoulders come to stack over wrists, heels drive back in space. Imagine you're wearing a big belt buckle. You're tucking it towards your chin. Lengthen through the back of your neck. Inhale, rock forward on your toes, so shoulders come past the wrists. Option to release knees towards the mat as you bend into the elbows. Elbows brush your ribs as you slowly lower yourself for 3, 2, 1. Hands press into the mat. Inhale, open, peel your chest off the ground. Cobra. Exhale, release front side of the body back towards the mat. Press yourself up through tabletop position. Big toes come to touch. Knees wide to the edges of your mat. Find child's pose. Send your fingertips long towards the front of the mat. And your hips are like an anchor pulling away from your fingertips to help you lengthen into your sides. Inhale, breathe into your torso. Send your ribs side to side, widen here. Exhale to side out the mouth. Seal your lips. Breathe in and out through the nose. Walk your hands back towards your knees. Shift your sit bones off of your heels. Soles of feet come to the mat. Fingertips reach forward. C curve of the spine. Last tiny bit of effort. Slowly lower each vertebra to the ground one at a time until you lie flat on your back. Head lands last. When you're there, extend your legs long, arms out far from your sides. Shavasana. Allow your body to cool after that intense heat. Let your breath slow down. Release any control. And embrace the heaviness that washes over you after the effort the tapas put into this heat building class. Take a deep inhale in through your nose. Make an O shape with your mouth and breathe out, releasing a coolness over your body. Start to wiggle your fingertips and your toes. Roll out your ankles and your wrists. And take a big stretch like you're just waking up for the day. Low back may arch off the mat. Exhale to fully release. Draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Maybe a little movement from side to side. And then roll over to your right hand side so you can push yourself up into a comfortable seat. We'll meet with our hands in prayer at our heart centers. And bow your head so your third eye meets your fingertips. Thank yourself for showing up on the mat today, for doing this act of self-love for your mind, body, and your soul. Lift your head back up. May you feel kind words. May you speak kind words. May you think kind words. Together, we bow forward and say thank you. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. Comment below and let me know where you felt the most heat build in your body through this practice. I cannot wait to see you again next time. Bye for now. Have a wonderful day.